Have you ever wondered why people don't want to live in Montana? To clarify, it's not accurate to claim that Montana is an unpopular place to live. Many people are drawn to the state for its natural beauty, outdoor activities, and a notably slower pace of life. If New York City's lifestyle is fast-paced like a jet fighter, Montana's lifestyle is more akin to your grandmother with bunions, strolling along a cobblestone road. That's how relaxed it is. Montana is located in the western part of the USA, celebrated for its breathtaking natural landscapes, extensive wilderness, and rugged terrain. Despite its scenic allure, Montana maintains one of the nation's lowest populations, with just over 1 million residents, ranking 43rd out of the 50 states. Its population density is ranked 48th, equating to just 7 people per square mile. Several factors contribute to this, including geographical, economic, and social reasons. In this discussion, we'll delve into the 10 factors that contribute to Montana's sparse population. 10. Geographical location. Similarly, this scenario also played out in our previous video discussions about Wyoming and Alaska. All 3 of these states are notably distant from major cities. It's one thing to be a small city distant from larger urban centers, but these states encompass an entire state without any major metropolitan areas nearby. Montana has experienced some small tech startups moving in, especially around the Billings area in recent years, but it hasn't witnessed a major economic boom. However, it's crucial to understand that many Montana residents are content with this situation. In my opinion, Montana is one of those places that should be left undisturbed, much like the national parks, where there are regulations against constructing large hotels and developments to preserve its pristine condition. Montana follows a similar ethos. It would be best if we left it largely untouched. Beyond the business aspect, the isolation also poses difficulties for individuals trying to access the state and its resources, rendering it less attractive to potential future residents. 9. Harsh climate. Montana's challenging climate adds to its difficulties. The state is somewhat notorious for its extreme weather, marked by harsh winters and scorching summers. These severe climate conditions can make it tough for people to live and work in Montana, which in turn deters many from considering it as their home. As you mentioned when discussing Wyoming during the early days of settlement in the West, states with more challenging climates and rough terrain tended to be overlooked or bypassed by those heading out west. They often chose destinations like Oregon, Washington, California, and Utah, where the land and weather were comparatively more hospitable. While this history is from a long time ago, it certainly affected the growth and development of Montana. 8. Limited job opportunities. Montana possesses a relatively small economy with limited job opportunities, particularly if you're seeking employment beyond the fast food and retail sectors. The state's job market primarily revolves around industries such as forestry, mining, and various forms of farming, including agriculture. In some cases, individuals may find work as ranch hands, handling tasks like cleaning out stalls and performing regular animal care duties. The job landscape in Montana can be somewhat specialized and may not offer the same diversity and abundance of job opportunities as more densely populated states or regions. 7. Limited access to healthcare. Montana, the 4th largest state in the United States, faces challenges in providing accessible medical care, particularly in its rural regions. Limited healthcare facilities can pose significant difficulties for residents in need of timely medical treatment. This situation can deter older individuals and those with chronic health conditions from considering Montana as a viable place to live. The necessity to travel long distances, sometimes up to 5 hours, to reach a hospital or essential medical equipment like diagnostic machines can be burdensome, making healthcare accessibility a critical consideration when evaluating the state's overall appeal. While Montana's healthcare professionals do commendable work, the vast expanse of the state and the scarcity of clinics and hospitals present notable challenges in terms of healthcare accessibility. 6. Lack of diversity. The absence of diversity is a recurring concern in surveys about moving to a new area, and it often garners a substantial number of comments. This issue can dissuade individuals from relocating for various reasons. Firstly, it impacts culinary experiences. A lack of diversity can mean limited access to a variety of cuisines. For instance, if a community lacks a strong Hispanic presence, you may struggle to find authentic mom-and-pop taco places or other culturally specific dining options. This limitation also extends to other types of cuisine, like pho or any other ethnic food you may desire. From a social perspective, people often seek communities where they can find individuals with whom they share commonalities. While this desire doesn't necessarily entail excluding oneself from the broader community, it does mean that having some shared experiences and cultural connections can enhance one's sense of belonging. Montana's predominantly white population, with limited racial and cultural diversity, may deter those who are looking for a more multicultural and inclusive environment. 5. Rural lifestyle. Montana's rural essence is characterized by its scattering of small towns and isolated communities, an environment that holds a particular charm for some, but comes with inherent challenges. Accessing basic resources and services, often taken for granted in urban areas, can be more demanding. Despite having cities, Montana's urban centers are notably smaller when compared to major metropolises. For instance, Billings, the largest city, hosts approximately 115,000 residents, followed by Missoula with fewer than 75,000, Great Falls with around 60,000, and Bozeman with just over 50,000 residents. To put this into perspective, one of the United States' largest cities, Los Angeles, boasts nearly 4 million residents, and the metropolitan area reaches around 13 million. Montana's limited urban development may discourage those seeking the conveniences and opportunities of larger cities, but it can be a desirable haven for those who relish the rural lifestyle. Nevertheless, it's important to acknowledge that this rural setting may not suit everyone's preferences. 4. Limited entertainment and cultural venues. Montana's limited urban landscape, as we've seen, means it lacks the amenities and entertainment options that come with big cities. While larger cities offer a wide range of experiences, such as concerts, museums, and theaters, Montana falls short in this regard due to its small population. For individuals who thrive on these cultural and entertainment offerings, Montana might not be their ideal destination. The absence of such attractions is a common concern expressed in surveys about the state. However, personal preferences play a significant role. For instance, if you're not particularly into museums or concert halls and prefer amusement parks and bars with diverse music options, Montana could still be a suitable place to live. It's worth noting that this debate about cultural offerings in Montana has prompted local residents to express the need for more museums and cultural venues to attract a broader audience. 3. High cost of living. Montana's cost of living is relatively high compared to other states in its region, and this can pose challenges for people, especially those with lower incomes. While Montana may be somewhat more affordable than places like California and New York, it doesn't match the cost of living in states like Mississippi, Arkansas, or Missouri. One notable aspect of Montana's property market is that while real estate can be slightly pricier than expected, it often includes larger lots, typically an acre or half an acre, making it an attractive choice for those seeking more space. Many individuals express concerns about the higher cost of living in Montana. 2. Limited educational opportunities. Montana lacks an abundance of large universities, which can limit access to higher education. This limited educational opportunity can deter young people seeking to further their careers or pursue advanced degrees in other states. While Montana does have some reputable universities, the issue lies in their scarcity. Many individuals tend to settle in the area where they attend college, and approximately half of the people I know who left my hometown for out-of-state universities never returned home after their studies. They established their lives in the state where they attended college, whether it was in Arizona, Boston, Oregon, or various other locations across the country. It's important to recognize that universities play a significant role in both short-term and long-term population growth in an area. 1. Public perception. Montana has a distinctive reputation, characterized by its sparsely populated and isolated nature. While it's not necessarily a negative reputation, this perception can make the state less appealing to those accustomed to more densely populated urban areas or states. Some individuals are drawn to the wide-open, remote landscapes of places like Montana, Alaska, and Wyoming, but the preference for proximity to cities is more common. In summary, Montana's relatively low population can be attributed to a variety of factors, including geographical, economic, social, and cultural influences. There's nothing inherently wrong with Montana. It's simply a matter of personal preference, and not everyone finds its unique attributes to their liking. That's a wrap for why nobody is moving to Montana in 2024. If you learned something, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the following video. This is Vacation Awaits.